Hi, it's Carly McAvoy. I wanted to talk about the Roman numeral system. Roman numerals were used until the 18th century and are still commonly used today for outlining on clocks and in numbering some pages in books. And the values are just a tick mark is 1, a V is 5, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1,000. If the symbols decrease in value from left to right, you just add the values to obtain the value of the Roman numeral. But if the symbols increase in value from left to right, then you subtract the value of the symbol on the left from the symbol on the right to obtain the value overall. So let's look at what that means. I've got some pictures from around things that show you we're still using Roman numerals today. So if the values decrease, now an M we said was 1,000, and X was 10, and the tick marks are each 1. So these are definitely decreasing in value. The highest values are on the left, and it goes down from there. And when that happens, we just add those together. So this is M plus M would be 2,000, and then this is 10 plus 3 is 13. So that would be 2013. Now in this case, a C is only 100 and an M is 1,000. So you can see we have MCMIX. This is like a picture off a building. A lot of buildings have their dates inscribed in Roman numerals. So we have 1,000 and then we have a C before the 1,000. Since the lower value came to the left of the higher value, we subtract. So we subtract 100 from 1,000, and that's 900. So we have 1,900, and then we have I, which is a smaller number than an X, because that's 1 and X is 10. So we're going to subtract 1 from 10 and get 9. So 1,909. 1,900, and then this is 9. All right, 1909. So the next one has to do with Super Bowl champions. And I don't know who were the champions this year. But it says XL V111. Well, L is 50 and X is 10. So the 10 is on the left side. The smaller number came first. That means we subtract it from this value. So we take 10 away from 50 and we get 40. And then we have 5 followed by 3 I's, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have Super Bowl 48. All right, and then you can try the next one on your own if you want to pause the video. Again, we see the MCM. So MCM we're going to see a lot on buildings around in the United States because pretty new country, and we have a lot of buildings that were built in the 1900s. So we have MCM, that's 1,000, and then 100 minus 1,000, that's again 1,900. And then we have LX. So remember that we have L is 50, that's greater than the X. So we're not subtracting, we're adding here. We have 50, 60, 70, 82. So that was 1982. The next one just says, write the year you were born in Roman numerals. So maybe you were born in 1982 and you're done. If you were born, let's say you were born 1991, again, you're going to see MCM, 1991, right? But then you want to write 9. Well, 9 you would write, well, you want to write 50. Now this is a little tricky, right? So we have 50 and then we want to write 40 more. So we do XL, and then 1. No, I think the better way to do that would be MCM, and then 90 is just 10 less than 100. So we would just do XC, and then I. I think that's the way I would do it. So 1900 and then 91. Right? So there's more than one way I could write that, but we want to write it the most efficient way, and that's how the Romans would have done it. They wouldn't have used all kinds of numerals up here when they didn't need to. So think about it. It's a little tricky, isn't it? And then what if we were born in 2008? Well, then we just pretty much do this same thing, right? We just have a V instead of an X. We'd have two M's for 2000, and then we'd have followed by that. So if you're born in 2000s, it's easier than if you're born in the 1900s. And then write 4,346 in Roman numerals. Well, 4,000 is going to be 4 M's, and then 300, 40, 10 off of 50, and then 6. Yeah. So you can see that it gets pretty complicated, right? And so people left that system because there was an easier way and a better way proposed in the Hindu-Arabic system. All right. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time.